全部人跑你家去了。好，我们下面是读经的时间。我们一起将今天的经文在3章1到7节。
In 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 to 7.
那找到的话，就大家一起，无论中文、英文 ，whatever together, read together, okay, whatever English, Chinese.
Both languages.
Okay. 来，1、2、3。人若想要得监督的职分，就是羡慕善工，这话是可信的。做监督的必须无可指责，只做一个妇人的丈夫，有节制，自守，端正，乐意接待远人，善于教导，不因酒滋事，不打人，只要温和，不争竞，不贪财，好好管理自己的家，使儿女凡事端庄顺服。人若不知道管理自己的家，焉能管理神的教会呢？
初入教的
不可作监督，恐怕他自高自大，就落在魔鬼所受的刑罚里。监督也必须在教外有好名声，恐怕被人毁谤，就落在魔鬼的网罗里。好，我们一起祷告。
Let's pray.
天父，感谢你，
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you.
感谢你让我们在人世间经历不同的职分。
And we thank you that you let us experience the different kind of the duties.
主啊，就求你让我们在今天的经文上看见监督的职分。
God, please help us to see the duty of the overseers.
让我们看见监督职分的心意是什么。
And so we can know your will.
主就求你帮助我们，
And God, please help us
赐给我们智慧，
and give us your wisdom.
有一个受教的耳朵，
Give us the teachable ears.
有一个心甘情愿领受话语的态度，
And give us an attitude and willingness to listen to you.
有你的同在。
And with your presence.
祷告奉主的名求，
Pray in Jesus Christ's name.
阿门。
Amen.
好，今天我们讲监督的职分，
Today we talk about the overseers' duties.
那我们可能需要了解到底什么是监督啦。
And maybe you want to know what is the overseer.
其实简单的讲就是监视与督促嘛。
And to be simple means is to monitor and to urge.
我们中国的老祖宗呢，对这个监督很早就有一些研究。
And the ancestor in China, actually, they already have this research.
那其中查资料呢，发现唐朝的贾公彦呢说得很清楚。
And there's one of the Confucius scholar, his name is Jia Gongyan, in Tang Dynasty.
他说卫监当督察其事。
He said to monitor means to superintend the works.
他说所谓的这个监呢，就是去督察别人所做的事情。
So monitor just means to superintend people's work.
那我们著名就是现代的学者鲁迅呢，更加直截了当了。
And nowadays, the scholar named Liu Xun, he also has some explanation.
他说我们要办一种报纸来监督他们。
He said we have to run a newspaper in order to monitor people.
那这里他们指的就是政府了。
And the people actually is the government.
在中国政府被监督，第一个人是鲁迅先提出来的。
So in China, the government needs to be monitored. Actually, that's brought up by this person named Liu Xun.
在几千年的中华文化当中，政府是不可被监督的。
And for the past thousands of years, actually, the Chinese government just cannot be monitored.
但是我们相信神的儿女知道，人人都犯了罪，都是罪人。
And we believe everyone we're all sinners.
在香港刚刚过去的行政长官的选举，
In Hong Kong, all those the government people, just the election just finished.
那本来唐英年是很大的希望的，
And first, the one named Tang Yinyan, actually, he has the high possibility to be elected.
但是呢，就因为一件事情，他的名望大跌，
But just because of one thing happened, and he just lost his chance.
就是他的 house 呢下面浅建了200多个平方米，建了个地下室。
Because he just built some like a basement underneath the building.
后来发现这件事呢，是一个报纸的小记者给发现的，
And actually, it's a news reporter just found out about this.
所以这个小记者就把这事情就曝光出来了。
So the news reporter just revealed all this news.
700万香港人就监督这个人，看看能不能当行政长官。
So all the 7 million people in Hong Kong, they just look at if this person is qualified.
昨天投完票以后呢，梁振英当选了689票。
So yesterday, actually, the other person was elected.
总共是1200张票，
and total like 1,200 the vote.
过了半就可以当选。
And as long as they have passed half of the vote, then
好，
the
大家有没有
person
想
is
过，那
elected.
为什么我们需要监督呢？
So let's think about why we have to monitor.
那刚才讲的答案很简单，我们都是罪人。
The answer is very simple because we're all sinners.
有人告诉我什么是罪人，罪人有什么特点，你知道吗？
So do you know? So what's the what is special about the sinner?
什么罪人是干什么的？有人告诉
So
我
what，does sinner do?
谁能告诉我罪人是干什么的？
And what do the sinners do?
有人告诉我，
Can anyone
犯罪了嘛，
just do all the sins?
对不对？罪人就是犯罪的嘛，
Just do the sins.
我们都是罪人。
And we're all sinners.
我们不是因为犯了罪，所以被称为罪人，
It's not because we sin, so we're called a sinner.
乃是因为我们是罪人，我们会犯罪。
It's because we're the sinners, so we will sin.
从亚当以后，没有一个人幸免于难，
So since Adam, no one can avoid this.
我们每一个都是罪人。
And we're all sinners.
我们哪怕相信了耶稣的，也是蒙恩得救的罪人。
And even though we're the believers and we're the sinners who receive God's grace.
这么多罪怎么办呢？
So what can we do about
有什
this?
么办法能够面对我们这么多的罪？怎么办呢？
So how can we face this?
是不是我们自己就可以把自己的罪解决了呢？
Are we able to solve this issue as a sinners?
当然不行，
Of course
我
not.
们需要靠神的恩典、神的话语、神的怜悯，
We have to count on God's grace and His words and His mercy.
而其中监督就是上帝恩典的一种方式。
So the monitor actually is one of God's grace.
今天美国的三权鼎立也是从这个思想中出来的。
And with the United States, with all the three, the three
authority，
authorities,
我
actually
们
it's
为
from
什么
this.
需要有立法、有司法、有执法三法的机构呢？
So why we have all these three kinds of the way to monitor,
我们为什么需要有法院呢？
and why we have the court,
我们为什么需要有国会呢？
and why we have to have the government,
那不是 government，
the
Congress，
Congress,
我们为什么需要有政府呢？
and why we have to have a government.
三种 authority 的原因，就是因为我们假设 assume 我们都是 we are sin 的，我们都是罪人，
And the reason we have all these three authorities because we're all sinners.
所以我们需要 watch each other。
Yeah, so we have to watch each other.
这就是所有监督的圣经依据从这里来。
So this is just because of from the Bible.
好，今天我们看见圣经也提到这个，
And today now Bible talk about this.
发现国家如此，社会如此，教会也是一样哦。
And we notice that for a country, for the society, and same as for the church.
当提摩太在以弗所教会牧会的时候呢，
When Timothy pastored the church there,
那保罗就劝勉他的门徒要在监督上站稳立场。
so Apostle Paul encouraged Timothy to stay firm in his duty.
当我们打开整本圣经当中，直截了当甚至全面的谈到监督，提摩太前书谈的是最多的。
So in the whole book of Bible, talk about the overseers. Actually, in the book of Timothy, talk about the most.
我们今天谈3点，我们来看第一点。
Let's talk about 3 points. Let's
第
say
一
the
点
first
是
one.
羡慕的动机。
The first one, motivation of desire.
保罗对想做监督的人是大大鼓励的。
Apostle Paul actually just greatly encouraged the people who wants to be the overseer.
他说：“人若想得监督的职分，就是羡慕善工。”这话是可信的。
And he said, here's the trustworthy saying, whoever aspires to be an overseer desires a noble task.
保罗到底在讲什么呢？
So what is he talking about?
通常如果有人要想当监督的职分，
So anyone wants to be an overseer.
通常监督好像是一个管理者。
So overseers is like a person to manage.
Suppose 他身上是有一些权柄在身上
And，suppose he has some authority in his hand.
那中国人就称这种人是官。
So in Chinese, we just call this person is like a judge.
官就是说，中文就是有2个口，有2个嘴巴。
In Chinese word, this word judge actually has a two
Two mouths. 民就只有一个
two
嘴巴。
square. And the people just like a one square, one mouth.
One mouth， 不要 square， 就是 mouse。
One mouth.
当人民的只有1张嘴巴，
So as the normal the people, they just have a one mouth.
当官的就有2张嘴巴。
So as like the judge has a two
那
mouth.
多1张嘴巴是干什么的呢？
So what's the one extra mouth do?
说你的，
To speak to people
这是监督嘛。
and to monitor.
那通常民对官通常都有一样东西叫什么？叫做怨。
Yeah. So usually people facing the judge, they have like a bitterness, the blame.
就常常对官，就官的人的嘴巴说的不一定公平。
Because they always feel the judge is not fair.
所以当民对官的时候，常常是你想当官，通常会考虑你这个人动机是想发财的。
So when people look at a judge, they think, oh, if you want to be the judge, you want to make money.
所以在世间中，从历史上，民对官通常是有一个不太正面的一个图画。
So from the past history, actually, the people facing the judge, they just have a different, they have like a negative attitude.
这种观念来到教会怎么办呢？
So when we come to church, what can we do?
如果在教会里面有人想当长老，有人想当执事，有人想当同工，这也是好像监督的职分，也是好像官的理念。 怎么办呢？
So in the church, as the deacons, elders, and all those people in the authority. So what can we do about this?
那保罗在这里提出了一个非常正面的一个图画。
So Paul gives us a positive picture.
他说，如果你想在神的家里边当监督的职分，就等于羡慕善工。
So Paul said, if you want to have the duty as the overseer, that means you desire a noble task.
因为在神的家里和世界是不一样的。
Because in God's house, actually different from this world.
因为在教会里边，你要为首的，你就要为末。
Because in the church, if you want to be on the top, actually you have to be the last.
耶稣说：“我来不是要受人的服侍，乃是要来服侍人。”
And Jesus said, I come to this world not to be served by others, but to serve
所
people.
以在教会里，你要想当监督的意思，就是要做众人的仆人。
So in the church, if you want to be the overseer, actually you need to be the servant.
保罗的意思就是要鼓励弟兄姐妹勇敢的、正面的去领受神的呼召。
So Apostle Paul encouraged people just boldly receive God's calling.
他说要好像是羡慕善工一样的来得着监督的职分。
And he said just to receive this duty as an overseer, just as like to desire a noble
我们
task.
能不能想象一下，保罗为什么要这样鼓励呢？
So let's think about why Paul has to encourage us.
我们有没有想过，我们面对着监督的职分，会有一个怎样的心态呢？
So let's think about what kind of attitude we should have to facing these duties.
会不会有人去争夺这样的职分呢？
Will people just want to fight for these duties?
也可能会有，对不对？
And it's possible, right?
跟人的性格有关，
And it's related to people's
与人的
personality
成长有关。
and also the growing.
那保罗在这里说是与人的动机更加是分不开的，对不对？
So Apostle Paul said actually just cannot separate from people's motivation.
可能我们会觉得奇怪，既然是出于神的呼召，为什么还要去争抢呢？
And we may think, well, if it's from God's calling, why we have to fight for it?
难道我们又有谁还能争抢得过神吗？
And anyone can fight just over God?
耶稣基督有两个表兄弟，
And Jesus Christ has two cousins.
一个雅各，一个约翰。
And one is James and one is John.
他的母亲就把这两兄弟送到耶稣身边，跟随耶稣。
So, and their mother just sent them to Jesus.
就发现跟了3年多了，好像还没有见到耶稣。 有带了什么金银珠宝了，带来什么荣华富贵，什么好处都没有得到。
And after they followed Jesus for 3 years, and they just noticed they didn't get any benefit from that.
而且有一天突然间发现说，有一天耶稣他要做一件什么事情，
And one day they think, oh, maybe Jesus want to do one thing.
做了这个事以后呢，天上的权柄、地上的权柄都要归他。
After one thing he did, maybe he can receive all authority from the heaven.
妈妈可能听的也是人的传言，听得不太清楚。
And so Jesus' mom maybe just hear something just from the people's gossip.
开始就跟这个两兄弟在谈论这个问题了。
And so he talked about these two brothers.
这里雅各、约翰心里面也会互相的嘀咕啊。
So James and John maybe just talk to each other about this.
有一天我们表哥耶稣他要得到国度的时候呢，
And maybe one day when our cousin Jesus will receive the kingdom.
那我们两个表兄弟，我们两个表弟要因着耶稣得什么样的权利呢？
So maybe 2 of us can receive some kind of authority from that.
很想去跟耶稣讲啊，
So they want to talk to Jesus.
但这个动机不纯嘛，就不敢讲。
But because the motivation is not right, so they just dare not to say it.
通常我们都这样，自己不讲，找个别人来讲吧。
And most of the time we just dare not to say it, just find others to say it.
谁最合适呢？
So who's the most appropriate person?
那老妈她最合适嘛。
So they find their mom.
妈妈就来找耶稣了。
So the mom comes to Jesus.
她说：“你他日得国的时候啊，
And she said that one day you receive your kingdom.
我2个儿子可是你的表弟啊，
And my 2 sons, they're your cousin.
你的左丞右相一定要为他们预留哦。”
You have to reserve the seat to both sides for both of them.
啊，大家有没有想过这两个人要的是什么呢？
So have you thought about what do they want
这
from
两个人要的
this?
也是一个监督的职分呢。
And they're looking for the overseer's duties.
但是他们这样要，他们这样的动机带来的结果是善功吗？
So what is the result from asking for this?
耶稣其他的门徒就对着他们怒目相向。
Then Jesus' disciples, they just got mad.
原本可能是的善功就不翼而飞了。
And originally it's a noble task, but it's gone.
有没有想过这个原因是什么呢？
And we realize what is the reason?
因为这两个人的动机不再是羡慕善功，乃是贪婪善功的权利了。
Because their motivation is not desire the overseer's duty, but greedy for the authority of the duty.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers
不知
sisters.
道大家是不是分得清楚当中的分别？
So can you distinguish the difference?
其实一切就在一念之间呢，
Actually, it's all just in just a thought.
是善功还是善功背后的权利？
And see whether it's the overseer's duty or the authority behind it.
虽然不容易区别，
Even though it's hard to distinguish.
但是我们如果靠着圣灵的大能，还是可以分得清楚的，
But with Holy Spirit's power, we still can tell.
还是有可能分辨得清楚。
And we still can distinguish.
如果当我们羡慕善功的时候呢，
Because when we desire a noble task,
我们内心是平静的，
and our hearts should be calm.
我们不会尝试去掌控。
And we won't have the intention to control.
如果是贪婪权力的话呢，
And if we're greedy for the authority,
我们只会非常在乎这个所谓的善功是不是按照自己的意思。
and we will care much about if the noble work is working according to our will.
如果发现真的没有按照自己的意思了，
If the things didn't go according to our will,
我们内心就会焦躁，
and we just have an anxiety,
言语会失控，
and we just lost the temper,
甚至是发怒。
and maybe just get angry.
那原本那上帝所赐给我们的善功就随之流产。
And the original, the noble work from God, then it's gone.
昨天晚上我们那个达拉斯的是基督徒华商会，我们开董事会。
And yesterday we have a board meeting for the Christian Chinese Business Association.
我们在彼此分享的时候呢，
And during our sharing,
那董事们就开始分享自己的生命，原来过去是愿意掌控，现在却学习放手。
and so the board member shares that in the past they like to control, but now they try to let go.
昨天晚上让我真的非常感动。
And last night I just feel very touched.
每一个董事都在分享自己的软弱，自己的不配。
So each board member they're sharing about their weakness and then how they're not worthy for it.
可以告诉你，这是这么长时间的第一次有这样的生命的交接。
And this is the first time ever our spiritual life just got connected.
因为我们是太愿意做事，不太愿意做人。
Because we like to do things, but not to behave.
在这个分享的时候，发现我们之所以要服侍的动机就浮现出来。
And during our sharing, our motivations show up.
我们发现我们自己生命当中有太多的缺失和亏欠。
And we realize in our life we just have a lot of impairment needs to be repaired.
我们照属灵的镜子，发现自己都不堪入目，不敢多看。
If we look at the spiritual mirror, just realize we just don't deserve to
有的时候真是控制不住的要跟神讲：神啊，我真的配服侍你吗？
And just many times we just ask God, is that you?
上帝总是恩典够我们用的。
And God's grace is always enough for us to have.
我们看第二点，灵格的修补。
Let's look at the second point, repair of spiritual personality.
灵格的修补。
Repair of spiritual
那
personality.
灵格这个字呢，是我发明的。
Actually, spiritual personality is the
我
word
慢慢给
I
你解释是什么
created.
意
And
思。
I'll explain to you.
从第2节到第5节呢，
From verse 5 to 2 to 5.
我们乍一看起来呢，好像是在罗列做监督的条件。
It seems like they list all the conditions to be the overseer.
我算了一下，总共有14个条
And
件。
I counted like there are 14 of them.
如果在任何一位现在已经存在的监督的身上呢，
If we look at all the overseers,
我至少可以找出1条以上，他这个人不符合条件。
and I think I can find at least more than one condition that he does not fit it.
你相不相信？我去的任何教会，我看任何的领袖，我至少能找到他有一样在这14条里边，他不完全符合。
And do you believe if I go to any other churches that we will see at least more than one condition that's
那
just
保罗
they
到
don't
底
fit?
把这14条标准放的是目的何在呢？
Then why Paul has to list all those 14
我
conditions?
真的相信这是做监督的成长目标指数。
And I truly believe that's the index of the growth objective for the overseer.
我们试想一想，怎么可能是无可指责嘛？
And I'm thinking, how could it be irreproachable?
指责是罪人的本性。
So to approach somebody, actually, it's just our nature.
sin nature.
Sin nature.
呀，我们罪人的本性就要指责他人。
So the sin nature would just like to point at somebody.
要在我所认识服侍20年这么长时间以来，发现至少我没有做过统计学，我想至少可能有1半以上牧师家的孩子呢，其实到了最后都不太顺服的。
In my past 20 years serving as a pastor, and I noticed actually at least like more than half of the pastor's kids, they're not quite obedient.
呀，我们家2个孩子可以，还是蛮顺服啊。
My 2 kids, they're pretty good. So.
但是就发现，其实做牧师的孩子是最不容易的。
But actually, be pastor's kids is very difficult.
从小到大，他们就不得不来教会。
From their childhood, they have to go to church.
好像没有自己的自由意志的选择权就来了。
And so that they have no choice.
那我有一次不是有一次，我常常跟儿子说，儿子啊，我说你可不可以早上，要精神点，不要那么没有精神了。
One time I told my son, just cheer up, just get up.
No, one time, often.
Oftentimes.
那儿子会跟我怎么样讲呢？
And what my son told me.
爹地，你知道
And he said that,
这
you know
整个达
what?
勒斯佛沃地区，
In all the DFW
有
area,
哪一个这个 teenager 是早上6点多就起床？
any teenager, they get up at 6 a.m.
能不能给我一点怜悯啊？
Please give me some
我说
mercy.
那礼拜6可以早一点睡吗？
And I said, well, about Saturday, you just go to bed early.
这个就是我们父子之间所谓的矛盾，每个礼拜的矛盾。
So this is our like a little conflict.
时候一到了，哎，睡觉了，明天早上要有好的精神给上帝啊！
When it's time, I said, go to bed. Just give the best to your
我
God.
说你没有一个好的精神，你在那里那个样子，我做牧师讲，一看到你我就没精神了。
And without a good spirit, and for me, I stayed on the stage, and I just kind of, it's very difficult for me.
我说你知道吗？当你没有精神的，我觉得教会每个弟兄姐妹都拿手来指责我了。
And so I feel like, well, if my kids, they don't have the good spirit, and then the people just point at me.
我真是发现我自己有太多地方可以被指责了。
And I just realized that actually for myself, I had just so yeah, I have a lot of things to be approachable.
那难道我就不来管理神的家了吗？
And so can I just because of this and not to manage the church?
好，要成长，怎么成长？靠什么成长呢？
So how can we grow and by what?
我就为了这个缘故呢，就引入一个新的词，叫做灵格。
And because of this, I just create a new word. It's called spiritual personality.
灵格是什么呢？
And what is the spiritual personality?
灵格是每一位神儿女相信耶稣以后呢，
And that is that every believer after they receive Christ.
是蒙上帝所赐予的一个越来越像主的一个新的位格。
And they receive a new personality, and from God, it's more and more like Jesus Christ.
呀，这个灵格的功用呢，就是穿越老我。
And its function is to pass through the old nature.
今天是大陆拍电影很愿意拍穿越啊。
So today, like in a movie from China, they like to do those imagination, like go passing through.
这个灵格也可以穿越我们的生命，
So the spiritual personality actually can pass through our life.
要修补我们在亚当里堕落的性格、品格、人格和职格。
And to repair our character, personality, and moral integrity and duty personality that was corrupted in Adam.
有没有发现第2节到第5节好像都在讲我们的4格，前4格：性格、品格、人格、职格。
And have you noticed from verse 2 to verse 5, it's talking about all different kinds of personalities.
有节制、温和，属于性格的范围。
And to be self-controlled and gentle are in the category of personality.
自守、端正、乐意接待远人，善于教导，不因酒滋事，不打人，属于品格的范围。
And to be temperate, respectable, and hospitable, able to teach, not given to drunkenness, and not violent.
而
are in the category
人
of
格范围
personality.
呢？人格方面呢，有不争竞、不贪财，只做一个妇人的丈夫等等。
And as for moral integrity, includes not being quarrelsome, not be a lover of money, and be faithful to one's wife.
那至于职格的话呢？
And as for duty personality,
是因为应该是无可指责及管理好自己的家，使儿女凡事端庄顺服等等。
and he should be above reproach and managing his own family well.
我们每一位做监督的、做长老、做执事、做牧者的，我们诚实问问自己。
So as an elder, deacon, pastors, we just ask ourselves.
请问我们每一个人能在这些事情都做好吗？
And can we do all those things well?
到底可能吗？
Is it possible?
请问又有谁可以在这一切的事上做到完美呢？
And who can do perfectly?
我真是相信，除了耶稣基督以外，没有一个人可以做得完美。
And I believe other than Jesus Christ, no one can make it.
换句话讲，我们在完美的主面前，只能是望主兴叹。
And on the other hand, in front of our God, we can at least just say we're just too far behind Him.
我们面对的完美，我们是无能为力的，同意吗？
So facing the perfect one, we just feel like we have no ability, right?
但是当我们相信了上帝以后呢？
But after we receive Christ,
生命与主相连之后呢？
and after our life is connected with
我们
God,
就蒙神赐下了一个新的生命。
and we receive this new life from God.
这个新的生命就是我今天所说的所谓灵格。
And this is what I talk about, the spiritual personality.
灵格最大的生命力就穿越回我们前面4格中的缺损中，来修补我们在亚当里的亏欠。
So the spiritual personality, the biggest power is to passing through all those impairment and to repair our deficit in Adam.
好，如果这么一讲的话呢，那前面所说的羡慕善工，就有了一个新的意思了。
So and then that means in the first verse talking about desire the noble work, it has a new meaning.
因为通常我们说羡慕善工，可能会比较联想到自己手中所做的善工。
So when we talk about desire the noble work, we may think about, oh, that's the work we're doing.
但是在这里，我们其实是在欣赏上帝在我们生命当中手上所做的那善工。
Actually, we're looking at how God do in our life.
其实这就是灵格所做的工。
So this is the work that the spiritual personality does.
因为当灵格临到我们生命当中的缺陷去修补的时候，我们要看见上帝在我们生命当中做修补的善工。
So actually, when spiritual personality come to our life, we'll see how God changed our life.
我们真是感谢主。
Just praise the Lord.
原来人在监督的职分上，
So actually, in the duty as an overseer,
首先要看见的是神在自己生命当中所做的那个改变。
the first thing we have to look how God changed our life.
如果我们看不见上帝的这个善功的话呢，
If we do not see God's work,
我们自己是不可能，也是完全不可能有任何的改变的。
and it's impossible we can have any change.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Your brothers and sisters,
请问在我们的生命当中，你是否看见上帝对你生命的改变吗？
so do you see how God changed your life?
我们自己生命走到一个地步，到底灵格还在起作用吗？
And just look at if our spiritual personality has any change.
灵格是看不见的，
Actually, spiritual personality, you
但
just
是我们
cannot
可
see
以
it.
从自己的性格上的改变去看见灵格所做的善功。
But you can see your character change to see how spiritual personality affect your life.
我原来性格就是从来不考虑别人的，只是考虑自己的感受的。
If in the past, I just don't care about people's feeling, I don't care about myself.
但是一段时间以后发现什么？心里边有多了一份考量，好像多一点注意身边的人了。
But days later, if you notice, you change and you just like care about others more.
我原来遇到一件事情，好像按电钮肯定会跳起来的，现在发现可以安稳地坐在座位上。
In the past, if I always have a real quick reaction for things, but later on I found out, oh, I can just wait and be calm down.
坦率讲，我的父母相信耶稣，主要是因为我生命当中那个灵格修补的善功的原因。
And I truly believe that my parents received Christ is because they saw my life changing.
我从92年带着全家回到广州以后呢，
In 1992, I brought my whole family to Guangzhou.
那断断续续的到97年有5年的时间，常常回到家里。
So all in all, from then to 1997, we have 5 years where I frequently visit them.
特别是95年到97年这2年呢，我住在香港，所以每一年回很多次。
Especially from 95 to 97, I live in Hong Kong, so I visit my parents very frequently.
那我相信耶稣以后呢，那父母是觉得很奇怪的。
After I received Christ, my parents they just cannot get it.
他说：“我们这个背景的人，怎么可能会信了什么耶稣啊、洋教啊什么东
And
西
my parents say, with our background, how could my son believe in this the foreigners' religion?
我们是无神论的这个最有智慧的人，大智大慧的人嘛。
And we're the people with the biggest wisdom, just don't believe in believe in God.
我们是破除封建迷信的人嘛。
And we just don't believe in all those old beliefs.
怎么我儿子会去相信一个 我们从来不熟悉的一个西方人所说的上帝呢？
And how come my son would believe this Western God?
那父母对我开始觉得很奇怪，
So
很好奇。
my parents, they just very curious about my belief.
他就认真的观察我和我的一家人。
And they just seriously observed me and my family.
观察了5年以后呢，
After 5 years of their observation,
有一天我父亲对我说：“你能不能今天晚一点走，留下来？爸爸有话对你讲。”
and so one night my father told me, just don't leave too soon, and I have something want to talk to you.
我说：“我马上要赶车了，你就别留我，以后再来了，再拜拜了。”
And I told him, well, no, I have to catch the train, but and he said, and I just say, oh, I have to go.
结果我妈妈说：“儿子，你等一等，昨天晚上我跟你爸爸一晚上没睡，就是谈你和你的家人。”
And my mom said, well, son, don't leave, because last night me and your dad, we just talked about your whole family.
我爸爸说：“你过去是一个老虎屁股摸不得的人。”
And my father said, in the past, you are the quick-tempered person.
呀，你是有一件事情一蹦就3丈高。
And you're the kind of person, if you face something, you just jump.
你发起脾气来的话，谁都怕你。
If you have temper, just everyone is afraid of you.
呀，但今天好像谁都可以欺负你。
But today, it seems like anyone just can scold you.
弟弟妹妹姐姐们开始都可以去说一些话说你。
Seems like your brother or sister can just say something about you.
就是我来说你的话，你也无所谓了。
Even for myself, to say something about you, and
我
it's
跟你妈
okay
妈
with
发
me.
现，我这个儿子好像不是我儿子了，
So me and your mom, we just feel like you're not our son.
样子还是那个儿子的样子，
Of course, you still have my son's image,
都好像里面什么东西变了。
but some inside changed.
但是同时我们又不了解啊，
But at the same time, we just don't quite get it.
就
Why?
是江山易改，本性难移嘛。
And because what Chinese old saying, even though you change, but your nature will not change.
是什么样的力量大过江山呢？
So what kind of power is greater than your nature?
是怎么样的能力大过本性呢？
So what kind of power ability
可
is
是难道
greater than your
真
nature?
是有一位你们所说的上帝在你们里边吗？
Is it really there's a God in your life?
我们在观察你们这个家庭，发现你们都还是真的很真实的活在我们面前。
So when we observe your family, really live in front of our eyes.
我们发现你们里边的生命和能力是真实的，不是假的。
And we see the power in your life. It's true. It's not
所
fake.
以我跟你妈妈一晚上没睡觉。
So me and your mom, we just cannot sleep last night.
你可不可以把你所相信的上帝也介绍给我，给你妈妈认识？
So can you introduce the God you believe to me and your mom?
我开始发现心里面开始觉得很紧张了，
So and then I feel kind of nervous
因为我知道我爸爸妈妈这个时候得到了神，
because I know my parents at this moment they receive God.
我带着他们做了决志祷告。
So I led them to do the prayer receive
我
Christ.
回想起这一件事的时候，
So when I think about this,
我发现原来带领家人信耶稣，真的不是靠你嘴巴说的。
and I realized to lead the family to believe in Jesus, actually it's not because from what we say.
没有人比我们的父母更加了解我们的。
And no one understands us than our parents.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers and sisters,
请问你是不是爱你的父母，
do
爱
you
你的
love
家
your
人？
children? Do you love your family?
你是不是真正爱你身边的邻舍呢？
Do you love your neighbors?
请问你心中真是有从上帝那里而来的爱吗？
Do you really have the love for God?
你真的想你的亲人和你一样享受这个永恒的生命吗？
Do you want your family just like you receive this eternal life?
就让灵格穿越你的生命，改变你的前面的四格吧。
And please let your spiritual personality passing through your old natures and to
我
change
们
your life.
我们自己改变不了自己的，
Because we cannot change ourselves.
我们要做的就是放手，让
What
神
we
来改
can
变。
do, just let go and let God in
当
control.
圣灵感动我们的时候，我们不要消灭圣灵的感动。
When Holy Spirit touch our heart, just receive it.
当神的话语经过我们的时候，我们就与神的话语相连吧。
When God's words come to us, let's just connect it with Him.
这是家庭布道法的首选。
And this is the first choice therefore to share gospel in the family.
当你的生命被神改变的时候，你的家人就被上帝得着了。
When your life is changed by God, then your family will receive God.
这是一个极大的挑战，
This is a very big challenge.
也是一个天底下最难的事情。
And this is the most difficult thing to do.
因为所靠的能力不是自己，
Because we're not counting on ourselves.
但是我们要很清楚我们生命里边的那个 structure 那个结构。
But we really have to understand the structure in our life.
我们有性格不容易改，
character hard to change.
我们有品格不容易改，
We have our personality hard to
我
change.
们人格不容易改，
And our integrity hard to
我
change.
们的职格不容易改。
And our duty personality is hard to change.
这个等一会可以在主日学再讲一遍。
Later in the Sunday school, we'll talk in detail.
好，我们看第3点，
Let's see the third point,
附加的考量。
additional consideration.
第6节说，初入教的不可做监督，
And the first verse 6 says, he must not be a recent convert,
恐怕他自高自大，
or he may become conceited
就落在魔鬼所受的刑罚里。
and fall under the same judgment as the devil.
这在讲什么呢？
So what's the scripture talking about?
保罗是在说，监督的职分是容易令人跌倒的，
Paul is talking about the duty as an overseer. Actually, it's very easy for people to be stumbled,
特别是当人处于高位的时候，
especially when you stay on the high position.
撒旦肯定会派他的1号种子选手。
And Satan was sending his #1 contestant,
这个种子选手的名字呢，就叫做骄傲。
and his name is called pride.
他来到我们生命里边去引诱我们跌倒犯罪。
So pride will tend us to stumble.
我们怎么知道我们跌倒了呢？
So how do we know we stumble?
我们可以自己去体会一下。
So we can just feel about it.
当我们自己感到自己不错的时候，就跌倒。
When you think you're pretty good, and then you are
你
stumbled.
什么时候发现啊，我真的还不错？
When anytime you feel like, oh, you're pretty good,
我告诉你，你跌倒，
let me tell you, then you stumble.
这是罪人的本性。
Because this is the nature of us, the sinner.
你如果处低位的时候，你就影响你自己。
If you are in the just like a low position, you only influence yourself.
但是当你处高位的时候，你要影响其他的人的。
When you're in a high position, you will influence others.
保罗说，遇到这种情况，你必跌倒无疑的。
So Paul said, in this condition, and you for sure you will stumble.
你知道跌倒落到哪里去了呢？
And do you know where you're gonna fall to?
圣经说是落在魔鬼所受的刑罚里去了。
And so the Bible says you to fall into the punishment that the devil will receive.
魔鬼就是因为骄傲的缘故，落入永远死亡的地狱里边去了。
Just because of pride, so devil just fall into the eternal death.
这就是为什么教会保罗鼓励教会不要安排粗信的或者灵命不稳定的弟兄姐妹有一些公开的服侍的道理所在。
And this is the reason why church will not arrange for the recent convert or the people they're not stable in their spiritual life to serve in the public.
比如说是站在讲台上的服侍，
For example, serve on the stage.
讲台上的试探是很大的。
There's very big temptation to serve on the
当你
stage.
站在这个位置上的时候，魔鬼就用骄傲不断的吞吃你的生命。
When you stand on stage, actually the devil will use the to tempt you with
不
the
知道有
pride.
多少贪图荣耀的机会。
And there's a lot of opportunity to steal this glory.
就拿做牧师的来做一个例子，
Let's use the pastor as an example.
牧师讲完道以后，
So after pastor preached,
心里面的期望了什么呢？
so what is a pastor's expectation?
是不是期望弟兄姐妹说：“哎呀，牧师今天讲道讲得多么多么的好，
Does pastor expect a brother sister will say, oh, pastor just preached so good today,
哇，你讲道就是啊，我觉得好。
and I just feel like your preaching is wonderful.
好在哪儿呢？
So what's good about it?
就通常你们要问我，牧师今天讲道讲得非常好的时候呢，
So many times if brother sisters say, pastor you preached so good, I will ask them.
我第一句话就问：请问好在哪儿呢？
I will ask them. So how good? What about it?
请问神透过这一个不配的牧师，对你讲了哪一句话呢？
So I will ask them. So what did God tell you through this pastor who's not worthy of it?
请问上帝的话语改变了你生命当中的哪一个部分呢？
So which part in your life that has been changed from God's words?
其实我在问圣灵那个灵格工作的善功在哪一部分？
Actually, what I'm asking is about what is the spiritual personality does
是
in
你
your
的
word.
性格改变了吗？
Is it because your character being
你
changed
的灵、你的品格改变了
and your
吗？
personality
你的
changed
人格改变了吗？
and your integrity
你
changed?
的职格改变了吗？
Duty personality
你
changed?
到底因为神借着牧师讲的这堂道， 你有哪样的改变呢？
So which part has changed in your life because of the God's words?
当然，我也可以不这么回应。
Of course, I don't have to respond brother sister like this.
你说牧师讲道不错，是不是？
And you think pastor preached pretty good, right?
哎呦，谢谢你，谢谢。
Thank you very much.
我还讲的不太好了。
Well, not so good, not so good.
那还是那个谁比我讲的更好一
Maybe
点？
another person preached better than me.
所有的集中点都是牧师讲的怎么样。
So all the focus is on how good the pastor preach.
我告诉你，如果我们不赞美啊，
And I'll say, if you do not praise,
山间的石头都要起来赞美。
even though the stone in the valley will just jump up.
你相不相信上帝可以让山间的石头唱诗赞美比我们还要好？
And do you believe that God will let all the rocks in the mountains to praise God?
当初期教会的时候，有人去夸保罗讲道好，亚波罗的逻辑好。
In early church, and people just praise Apostle Paul and other apostle, their preaching is good.
保罗的回应是什么？你知道吗？
Do you know what is Paul's response?
他说保罗是什么东西啊？
And Paul said, "What is Paul?
亚波罗是什么东西？
What is Apollo?"
他没有说是你是什么人，你是什么东西。
And he said, he didn't say
What kind of stuff you
person.
are? You are not a human being. 上次来，意思你甚至连人都不配啊！
And he said, even you're not worthy as a person.
我们又有谁能够在上帝面前抢夺荣耀呢？
So who can grab God's glory?
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers and sisters.
我们在服侍的时候，有太多贪图神荣耀的机会。
So during our serving, there's many opportunity we will just grab God's glory.
我们太有可能不知不觉被骄傲所吞吃啊！
And when we may be just swallowed by the pride.
我们也不知不觉被荣耀所掩盖。
And we may just be covered by all the most glory.
在今天的教会一些机构，常常有一些荣誉董事、荣誉牧师、荣誉什么什么东西的存在。
So in some organization and some church, and they have some like the pastor
荣誉 emeritus。
the emeritus the pastors. This
亲
kind
爱的
of
弟兄姐妹
title.
我不去论断哪一个教会给哪一个牧师、哪一个董事有荣誉的称号，我不论断这
Well,
个。
actually, I'm not judging this who received this title.
但是如果这一个牧师或这一个董事，他向教会提出来的时候，
But if this pastor or a board member asking for this title,
他的荣誉已经不见了，
actually his reputation is gone.
他的已经被骄傲所吞吃了。
And he's already been eaten by this pride.
求神帮助我们彼此互相的提醒，
May God help us to let us encourage each other.
特别帮助我不要有一天，假如说我年老了、退休了、离开教会的时候，我来跟你们提出来，哎，你们要给我一个荣誉建堂牧师的称号。
And especially when I get older, and then may God help me just not to ask for this kind of a title as emeritus.
请今天在座的每一位成为一个见证人，
So I invite brother sister today just be my witness.
看看这个王牧师今后会不会抢夺神的荣耀，
And to see if Pastor Wang will grab God's glory.
会不会主动到你面前，哎，你们要给王牧师一个荣誉建堂牧师的称号。
And to see if Pastor Wang will ask for this the title to establish this church.
求圣灵掌管我的心，让我看荣耀、荣誉世间的东西为粪土。
May God help me to look at all the worldly things just as nothing.
另外一方面是教外的名声，
And on the other hand is the reputation in the outsiders.
在教会外面的名声对这个监督也是很大影响的。
So actually the reputation in the outsiders is very important.
你们知道上个主日3月18号世界发生什么事情，知道吗？
And do you know what happened on March 18 in this world?
可能没有人知道。
Maybe not. You don't know about this.
德国总统高克轻松当选，
And the German president got, he's easily being elected as a president.
知道是吧？什么？哦，还看你关心新闻，还有谁知道的？德国总统
So
上
who
周
else
当
know
选，
about this news?
知道的。
Raise your hand if you know
就
about
300
this
个人。
news. So yeah.
这个是世间大事哦。
And this is the big thing.
这一位这高克原来他是一个牧师，
So actually, President God originally he was a pastor.
他牧师，他父亲也是牧师。
His father was a pastor too.
他不当总统还好，一当总统马上被全球的聚光灯所专注。
And once he's elected as president, all the people just focus on him.
原来他已经分居了20年，
And it's realized, well, he separated from his wife for 20 years.
并且与呢比自己小20岁的女友同居了12年。
And lived with his girlfriend, 20 years younger than him, for 12 years.
但是还没有离婚呢。
But he's not divorced yet.
那这2个女人谁住的总统府呢？
So the two women, who's gonna live with him in the president?
这2个女人开始争了，开始吵。
So the two women just fight.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Your brothers and
这
sisters.
表面上好像是一桩很普通的丑闻吧？
And just by looking at it, it seems like just a very normal scandal.
难道今天这样的丑闻还少吗？
And isn't just one of the scandals in
可
this
是我们
world.
读起来就会不过是一个很普通的花边新闻了。
And we may think, oh, it may just a tidbit.
但是亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
But brothers and sisters.
如果按照保罗的说法的话呢，
But according to Apostle Paul's saying,
这一位曾经是牧师，
and this guy used to be a pastor,
也是监督的高科总统，
and also he's an overseer as a president.
他如今在教外失去了好名声。
And now he lost his reputation with the outsiders.
从3月18号开始，
From March 18,
天天会有人来诋毁他的名声，
and every day there are people that slander his reputation.
也从此他也就落在了魔鬼的网罗之中。
And then he will fall into the devil's trap.
更加严重的是什么呢？
And the most serious thing is,
主的名也因为这一位高科牧师，也担任过监督职分的总统，天天都在全世界的范围内羞辱主的名。
and because of this, and God's name is insulted because of his title, his name.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers and sisters.
道讲到这儿，
So when I preach to this point,
恐怕没有那么多人敢来担当监督的职分了吧？
and maybe not very many people want to bear the responsibility to be an overseer.
我相信人们的惧怕是有的，
And I believe, people have this kind of fear.
但是感谢主，
But praise the Lord.
当我们软弱的时候呢，
When we're weak,
神是借着保罗在圣经中的话语来激励、鼓励、提醒我们。
and God used Apostle Paul's words to encourage us.
我们把3章1节一起读一遍好吗？
Let's read verse
人
1.
若想来，1、2、3，人若想得监督的职分，就是羡慕善工，这话是可信的。再来一遍，来1、2、
Let's read
3。
one more time.
人若想要得监督的职分，就是羡慕善工，这话是可信的。神不但是给了我们勇气与能力，
So God not only gives us the courage and ability,
他更加赐给我们有丰盛的恩典。
He also gives us abundant grace.
他借着灵格的修补，
Through the repair of the spiritual personality,
使我们更加越来越像主。
and to help us to be more and more like Jesus.
真是求主怜悯，
May God mercy with us.
帮助我们远离骄傲，
Help us to stay away from pride,
远离试探，
stay away from temptation,
让我们能够在监督的职分上容神一人。
to help us to glorify God and benefit others in our duties.
我们一起祷告。
Let's pray.
天父，感谢你，
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you.
感谢你借着今天这堂道，
And we thank you through today's sermon.
让我们晓得原来我们想要得监督的职分是何等的荣耀。
And to help us that it's such a glory to receive the duty as an overseer.
这个荣耀就是羡慕你在我们生命当中所做的工。
And this glory is to desire the noble work.
你称这工是善工，
You call this a noble work.
主求你警醒我们的心，
And God, please help us to have a cautious.
不要让我们去羡慕善工背后的权利，
And do not desire the authority behind this duty,
好让我们免除骄傲的试探。
so we can avoid the temptation of pride.
求主帮助，求主怜悯，
May God help us
听我们的祷告，
and listen to our prayer.
奉主耶稣基督的名
In
求，
Jesus Christ's name,
阿门。
amen.